it is time we checked why Bhang, why not other drugs? And number two, whether we can legalize it indeed, so that people can use it. Because since independence, before independence, they have been impounding Bhang from Uganda into Bungoma, from Uganda into Busia, and they do that every week. It's not the way to go about it. It's not stop it. People who are inclined to take Bhang will take Bhang, legalize or illegal, illegal or illegal. So the idea that we keep saying Bhang is illegal, Bhang, does it make it illegal because we said it's illegal? We must get a way of dealing with Bhang in a better manner than the issue of illegalizing Bhang. Because there are people who believe, and here I have to give a personal example on this matter, that 5 years ago, I went down with a terrible, serious back pain. I was recommended for surgery in India. And I said, the doctor told me, no, you're too young for a back surgery. And Mr. Speaker, for a whole year, I got Bhang. Every evening at 10 p.m., I would boil it. I would boil it and take it every evening before I go to sleep. Let me give a personal example of this.
You are confessing the commission of a crime.
Yes, and the police can do what they want to do. I mean, so every single evening at 10 p.m., the way you take your tea, the way you do the Chinese tea, I would boil the water, put a few leaves in it, not smoke. Put a few leaves in it, and then I would sleep well till the following day in the morning. I did this for a whole year, Mr. Speaker, and I got better. The only time I get my back is around this time in Nairobi when it gets cold, June and July. And I go back home and again pick the fresh leaves. At 10 p.m., I mean, you can grow Bhang. You've been told it's grown everywhere. And so I don't believe, Mr. Speaker, that keeping saying that Bhang is illegal, Bhang is bad. They have been impounding Bhang since 1970s, 60s, 50s from Uganda. And it's not stopped. So impounding, or talking about the police, it will not help. We need to get a way around the Bhang matter, more with education, more with a better way of dealing with it, because it can't be, and I can see Honorable Muchika looking at me, it can't be that Bhang helps with the medicine in Mexico, Bhang helps medicine in America, but in South Africa, Mr. Speaker, you go there are shops, open shops, where you go in and you're told, the medicine, if they ask you whether you want to take it as medicine or you want to take it to get a high. We must deal with it that way. We can't keep doing the provincial police, but the colonial way of that Bhang is bad, or you can't do this there. No. We need to get reality and say that this Bhang has been there for a long time. How best do you deal with it, Mr. Speaker? That's my 2 cents on it, the matter.
So we must ask ourselves as a country, as much as you'll say it's illegal, you cannot tell any Nairobian when you're in a rally, they have now started, they are smoking in front of you, the police are there. We just have to think through and ask ourselves, how do you make it in a manner that will ensure that now it becomes legal, yes, but that legal must have its own consequences. Just the same way we have cigarettes, so that they don't smoke in everywhere they are. You go where you are supposed to smoke. So we must think also as a country, Mr. Speaker.
David Ocheng, as a lawyer, do you know the Jamaican case where a man who smoked Bhang and picked his child and put on the fire, I think it was a plank of wood?
Yes.
Is that what you are advocating?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to contribute. Mr. Speaker, there is medical cannabis and there is hemp. Now, the late Ken Okoth he suffered from cancer, and I had the privilege of going to Paris when he was staying in France and having his treatment. And at that time, he was using CBD oils, which is a component from cannabis, and it was relieving him of a lot of pain. And he was so interested in advancing, legalizing cannabis in Kenya. Now, cannabis, in South Africa, we went to visit a farm It's legal in South Africa, you can grow it, and they're making a lot of money, but it's also controlled. So you need to have good structures to control it. So for me, I believe that if somebody was to say that I never ever took a joint or I never smoked a joint, it might be miraculous, all right? Because I think as you grow up...
What do you mean is miraculous? I've
No,
never done it.
The thing is...
Don't judge the country by your standards.
No. You see, the thing is the youth right now, it's all available.
Yes, Millie. Millie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I know that Honorable Esther Passaris is well-intentional by trying to move medicinal aspects of, what do you call it again? Cannabis on Jaga.
Or ganja.
Or ganja, or whatever it is. But Mr. Speaker, is she in order to mislead the House by indicating that it must be a miracle that if you have never tasted this.
I'm part of that miracle.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, can I just say, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
I'm a bad girl. Mr. Speaker, I'm a bad girl. But you can't believe I've never even touched cigarette, never touched alcohol, never touched anything in that category. Only church wine. That's the only one I've tried. So is she in order in misleading people? Mr. Speaker, there are some of us who are naturally high. We don't need njaga. I was born naturally high. I don't need njaga.
Yes, Passaris, finish up.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, the thing is, there are places that you go and you hear this fragrance and people say, hey, that's bangi. All right, who is smoking bangi here? I've actually been to certain meetings where people are saying, who is smoking? And you're trying to find out who's smoking. You've always been around smokers, so it happens. But the thing is, I think as a country, we have to recognize that it is readily available. You can order it online. It is delivered to you, including CBD. So I had the privilege of being invited by Richard Branson to his island in Necker. And the reason I was invited there is because he was hosting a number of members of parliament to try and advance and push medical cannabis, because he said we needed it. There was a patient in Canada. Canada, it's legal. There was a patient in Canada who said, I don't want opioid painkillers. They are addictive. I want medical cannabis. And Canada actually legalized it. I remember trying to have this conversation with the former president. And I actually said, you know, we need to consider this when we were in Vancouver for Women Discover. And he said that, you know what, I do not want to do it in Kenya because already there's always talk that it's being smoked even in State House. So the thing is, do it in the future, but not in my tenure. So what I want to say is, let's be realistic. When my grandmother was ailing, I was giving her the scientific medical painkillers. My uncle was boiling bangi for her and giving her bangi tea, saying that this was relieving her pain. So what I'm saying is this conversation has to be had. Our children are readily having it, and there's two kinds of bangi. There's bangi for self-use, and there's bangi where you're trafficking it and giving it selling it all over. So as a country, it's a conversation we have to have. Unfortunately, the religious institutions will say no, but it is already there. It is available readily. Our children are having cookies. Let me tell you, our children are also making cookies with bangi in their houses and selling them. They're having parties where they're getting intoxicated. So let us not live in a box. The fact is...
What kind of parents are you guys?
No, the thing is, it is happening. Yes. Let me tell you, don't say Mr. Speaker, it is happening. It might not happen in my house, but it's happening in somebody.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I've been to US, where I saw somebody has planted about 500 acres of Bhang. And when I asked the Honorable Speaker, I was told that it is being used as medicine. So, Honorable Speaker, if we legalize Bhang, I think it will be better for us as a country to make medicine for treating people, especially cancer, because I was told that it is being used to treat people with cancer. Let us legalize Bhang in this country, Honorable Speaker. Instead of people being arrested, magistrate or police to hide and sell to other people, because it's a product that is has high value, Mr. Speaker, and the country can make a lot of money from it rather than hiding.
What's your point of order, Pasaris? You already spoke on this.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, you know, there's something called harm reduction, and I'm bringing the harm reduction bill. As we talk about cannabis, let me call it medical cannabis and hemp. Hemp is even used for fabric. These are profitable products.
What's your point of order?
The point of order is, Mr. Speaker, you know, even right now in Kenya, we have harm reduction policies. We give methadone, which is a synthetic drug, for people who are taking hard drugs like coke, etc., heroin, so that we can get them out of it. So there are solutions. In terms of pain, opioids are bad. Cannabis, medical cannabis has been able to help people overcome the pain, and it's the most affordable way to deal with pain. Most of the cancer patients in this country cannot afford painkillers. So the thing is,
Honorable Pasaris.